Alright, game of the year. This is gonna be an extremely easy choice for me. So, I didn't play God of War. I don't have a PlayStation. Same here, I don't have a PlayStation. I don't think I'd really play this, though. Like, it looks like a fine game, Horizon. It's just like... in a sea of open world games... I can't think of a couple of other games I would prefer to play over Horizon, because like I haven't done games like Red Dead Redemption and stuff, and so I would probably get to those before I even touch something like this. Anyways, Stray, it's cute that this is on here. I like that this is on a kitty. Elden Ring though, that's my fucking vote for sure. Loved Elden Ring. Next. How do we do the next one? Hello? Yeah, I voted. Oh, next category. Here we go. What the fuck's Immortality? I've never heard of this game. My Immortality. Did I even game? I want to see a trailer of this game. What is it? It's an interactive film game. Ah, those can be pretty cool. I know of those. Those are pretty neat sometimes. But I did not play that, of course. What is this? Game direction? Am I gonna have to say Elden Ring again? I'm gonna say Elden Ring again. I'm starting to feel that my votes are not gonna be very consistent. Best narrative for outstanding storytelling and narrative development in the game. Okay, I'm gonna preface this with Elden Ring. I really like the way Dark Souls game From Software tells stories in a game. I really love the whole discover the story kind of thing. I love that because I would play like Metroid Prime and stuff, and that game was a lot of like search the environment for like storytelling and stuff, and I really like that kind of form of storytelling. I like it because only video games can do it, but it is hard to like compare that between like a Plague Tale and like God of War, which are more like traditional like stories. But I do like Elden Ring in that. But you know what? I know it's like I didn't even play God of War, so it's like how can I vote? I did watch some gameplay, and the story is compelling, of course. I don't fucking know, man. I'm gonna show my bias over here and vote for Elden Ring again. It's just gonna be me voting for Elden Ring, this whole thing. Oh, best art direction. I'm gonna say Scorn. I actually did play this, and this game is pretty gorgeous. It's horrifically gorgeous. It's a very horrifying looking game, but it's really, the direction is outstanding. It's very Geiger-esque. I've always wanted to walk around in a game that's based on like Geiger's art. You know Geiger, fucking, aliens and stuff. Like Alien. You know, like Alien. Yeah, like that kind of Geiger stuff. I like the Alien Geiger design. It's really cool looking, and this game has that in droves. So I'm gonna vote for Scorn on this one. I'm gonna give that a throw. Best score and music. I've actually heard some music from God of War, and it's pretty good. I did play Metal Hellsinger, and this soundtrack slaps. Elden Ring, I like Elden Ring. Of course, I like its music. I think I like Elden Ring's music, but it's not my favorite From Software soundtrack. I like the other soundtracks just a little bit more. But I'm gonna give this one to Metal Hellsinger, because I really did like that soundtrack. It's pretty good. Best audio design. I've never played Gran Turismo. God of War sounded fine. It's that. It's what you would expect. It seems like a meme that COD is here, but like it really isn't. That the guns sound pretty fucking good. Like, I mean, half. I mean, like 90% of what Call of Duty is just shooting a gun. So, and the gunplay sounds great. So I'm gonna give it to COD here. I think that's an easy one in my book. Best performance. Okay, hello. I don't know. It's hard to tell. Christopher Judge is obviously the voice of Kratos, right? I have to assume? I think he is. Okay, I don't know why that clicked that. Chris Judge. I'll just type in Chris Judge. He'll pop up. I'm sure he'll pop up. Is he the voice of Kratos? Is he Kratos? Well, let me type in his full name. There we go. Kratos? Yeah, he is Kratos. Okay. I'll give it to Kratos, because it's fucking Kratos, bro. Kratos always sounds great. Games for impact. What does that mean? For thought-provoking game with a pro-social meaning or message. Oh, fuck. Can I mulligan on this one? I've played literally none of these games. I think... Yeah, I played none of these games. I can't in good faith vote here for anything. Yeah, I'm not really sure, like, what to... Fuck. I don't know. Can I just, like... I guess we'll just pick one, huh? We'll pick the one with the foxes, because I like foxes. Jeez, okay. Best ongoing game. Okay, here we go. Okay, I've actually played all of these games. Thank goodness. Okay, so we got the opposite category. Final Fantasy's kind of been hitting it out of the park. Final Fantasy hits it out of the park for the sole reason that it's not concerned about keeping your attention all the fucking time. And what I mean by that is that they'll release an X-Pack and they'll reach a point where it's like, this is the end. Alright guys, this is kind of the end of the X-Pack. We don't care if you take a break. In fact, we encourage you to take a break so you don't burn out on the game and come back when we have content. I really like Final Fantasy's philosophy with it. And then we have Fortnite, Apex, Destiny 2. Destiny 2, they bring content, but they also vault it, and they pay out the butt. You have to pay out the butt for it as well, too. I don't like the way Destiny 2, like, vaults content and stuff. And then, they do weird things with the way they actually give you that content, but they do deliver the content, so I will give them that. Apex also fairly updates, but probably doesn't update as much as like Fortnite. I will vouch, Fortnite is a fine game, you know. I don't really like playing build mode. I play no build if I'm playing Fortnite, but everybody I know prefers no build anyway, so it's like whatever. I have played also Genshin Impact, and they update like a motherfucker. They update a lot. Like I am surprised how often I can come back and there's actually like more shit to do. It's kind of insane. And it really spoils you. Like you get stuff. Like you think being like a gacha game, they get greedy. But they give you a lot of stuff. You'd be surprised. This is a very tough choice. I think it's gonna come down to like Final Fantasy, Fortnite, and Genshin Impact. And I'm not like super in love with any of these games too. I have played all of them, but none of these games are like, oh man, this is my die-hard game. So it's really weird to think what I'm doing here. I'm pretty impressed with Genshin, but I really like Final Fantasy's like longevity and their philosophy when it comes to delivering content. I'm gonna give it to FF. Screw it, they've earned it, man. Best indie game. Oh fuck. I'm gonna give this one to Neon White. This is an easy one. Very easy one. I didn't play Sifu. I wish I did, but I wish we might do Sifu at some point. Cult of the Lamb is good. I liked this game as well, but I didn't get to finish it. Neon White actually captured me. I like Neon White. It's if you're big on anime, I highly recommend it. It's a very good game, and it makes you feel like a speedrunner without making you sweat too hard for it. You know what I mean? Like it feels good to pull stuff off, but if you want to go crazy and really go for those high scores, you can also do that. But the game doesn't demand that you do that. I think Neon White's great, and everybody should give this game a shot. Plus, the soundtrack, phenomenal. In fact, did we already go through soundtrack? Best soundtrack? Because this game should be on there. It's made by Machine Girl. The fucking fantastic soundtrack. Go look it up on YouTube. Best best mobile game. Wait, Apex Legends has a mobile game? What the fuck? When that happen? Well, definitely not Diablo Immortal. That shouldn't even be on there. I have not tried Marvel Snap, and I had no interest in Tower of Fantasy because I was already playing Genshin. So I think I'm gonna have to default to Genshin here. Best community support. Oh boy. Recognizing a game for outstanding community support, transparency, responsive. Okay, so again, very impressed with Final Fantasy here. No Man's Sky is an interesting choice because it's a rising. It's one of those games that really like came up. You know, they really turned everything around. They have an interesting history. They went from like advertising hard and being really bombastic to eating that in the face and falling flat to keeping quiet for like a year and then dropping tons of content and like features that they originally promised in the game, being like, look here, finally we were communicating again, here's everything you wanted. Our bad. So I really want to give, you know, I really do want to give this No Man's Sky, because this game is still updating to this day. It's pretty impressive. They got a lot of updates. I'm gonna give this to No Man's Sky. Innovation and accessibility. Well, I don't know. I mean, the only thing I know is The Last of Us. The Last of Us had fantastic accessibility features. Like, it was so good, I think blind people were able to play this game effectively. I think I'm being hyperbolic there, but more to the point, the accessibility features for this game are like standout to the point where like people actually genuinely talked about it and be like, what the fuck, this is really good. So I'm gonna give it to The Last of Us. I don't know if God of War has that stuff too, but like, I'm glad this is a category just to encourage devs to keep doing it. Best VR AR. I didn't play any VR games this year. I played zero. I think it's because like, I don't know, I just haven't touched my VR headset for a while, and it's like an old headset. It's like a, what is this thing? I have it right here. An Oculus. I forgot which version. I don't know if it's being supported anymore. I know the last time I tried to connect it, I tried and I couldn't. Bone Lab? Yeah, Bone Lab is a safe choice here for sure. I have seen Bone Lab. I think I played a demo of it, but that was like a while ago, and I don't remember. But I did have fun watching people play this. I'd almost pick Among Us VR. I know that sounds kind of like but you know, I have more time with Bone Lab. I have more fun consuming content about Bone Lab. But I have done Among Us in VR, not the actual game. There was like when I did VR chat, there was like a place where not a place, there was a what do you call it, a room? There was a room where you could play Among Us. And it was really fun, actually. It's a lot of fun. Among Us in VR is surprisingly very compelling. But I'm going to dock points for Among Us VR for the fact that you can't be an anime girl while playing Among Us VR versus in VR chat where you could pick any character you want and then jump into Among Us, which I think is really cool. Best action game. For the best game in action genre primarily focused on combat. Oh, I actually played these. I played Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. This is pretty good. If you like beat 'em ups, definitely give this a shot. It's really fun. CODs obviously is fun. Bayonetta 3. I did not play Bayonetta 3, but I have played Bayonetta before. Fun games. I'm really bad at Bayonetta, and I'm really bad at like Devil May Cry and Bayonetta and stuff. I'm really bad at these games. But they are fun. I will see. I'm gonna give this to Neon White because I really like this game a lot, and and if I have the chance to prop up an indie game, I will. Best action adventure game. It's probably gonna be God of War. It's gonna be God of War, so I'm not gonna vote on it. I'm gonna vote on Stray because I'm gonna be a contrarian. Don't worry. I have no worries about that game winning. That game's gonna win. What are we doing here? Best role-playing game, Elden Ring. I played Pokemon Legends Arceus. I'm gonna be honest, I never finished this game. I really didn't. I couldn't. Not because it was not really because it didn't really keep my attention. It wasn't bad. I liked the concept and I enjoyed the time I gave it, but like there was other games I was playing at the time, and eventually I just stopped and I just began to play other things. Oh, you know what happened? Elden Ring happened. Elden Ring, I played this for a little while, then Elden Ring happened and I just stopped fucking playing Arceus. Oops, sorry. I have played Xenoblade before, not Xenoblade 3, but I have played Xenoblade. But I genuinely think Elden Ring is the much better game. Somebody's, don't at me. Best fighting game. DNF, dude, these are all actually pretty good. I'm gonna give it to Multiverses, just because, like, this game is hype. I like this game a lot. And I think it gives me that hype that Super Smash Brothers gave me. So yeah, I'm gonna give it that just because it's like, the game deserves. I think the game deserves some attention. Best family game. Best family game. Oh, Nintendo Switch Sport. This is great. This is like the new Wii Sports. I'm gonna give it this one. I can't imagine Mario and Rabbids. Like, I can't imagine playing this game as a family. Kind of weird. Kirby and the Forgotten Lab is a very close second, though. Very close second, I have to say. I really like this game. But if we're talking best family game, for sure, this everything else kind of pales in comparison to this game. It's just Wii Sports. It's like one of the best like family games ever made. Like, Wii Sports sold that console, man. Wii Sports sold the Wii, man. If that game didn't exist, the Wii would not have done well. Wholeheartedly believe that. Best sim strategy game. Oof. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. My bias is showing. This would be an easier choice if Total War Warhammer 3 were set in the 40k universe, but it's set in Warhammer Fantasy. But still, I'm gonna give it to Warhammer because I'm biased. Okay, I don't give a shit about this category. Let's give it to Gran Turismo, because I actually like racing games. It's the one sports game that I will tolerate. There was a time where I did like FIFA, but this was way back before they started gouging people for like everything people had. It was enjoyable to play it. But now it's just like you know. Ugh. Best multiplayer game. Oh boy, okay, this is a choice. The only one I haven't played here is Splatoon 3. I've played everything else on this list, so I actually do need to think a lot about this one. This is a tough choice. Part of me wants to pick Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles just to give Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles a W. This rendition of COD is enjoyable. I will give it that. It is fun to play. I only pick up CODs when people seem to actually really be enjoying it, not just like, oh, I'm just buying the next COD because I want to buy the next COD. I like to buy the COD. I like to buy a COD that like is trying, and Modern Warfare 2 felt like it's trying more than at the very least Vanguard. Overwatch 2 is weird because it's hard to classify it as its own game, because Overwatch 2 isn't a complete game. It's just a really big patch for Overwatch 1. But it is fun, and I do like what they added. I like Kiriko. I like Sojourn. I really like Kiriko. She's one of my favorite like new characters. I like Junker Queen. She's really fun. What else? What else came out? I think that was just those three. Yeah. And then I do like the changes. I do like some of the changes that have happened. I do enjoy the 5v5 format rather than the 6v6. It feels amazing to play a tank. I gotta say, it feels fucking fantastic to be a tank. Like, playing Reinhardt right now was like playing Reinhardt when everybody first started playing Overwatch and nobody knew what to do. So playing as Reinhardt was super powerful because everybody was clueless, and Reinhardt could just take advantage of that. Multiverses is also a fantastic game. Very clean game. This is I'm pretty pressed for choice here, because everything has its ups and downs. Because Call of Duty, while this is a fun Call of Duty, I really like Modern Warfare 2. It's still just Call of Duty. You know, it's nothing crazy special at the end of the day. And Overwatch 2, I can kind of say the same thing. It's got so many problems with it that I kind of just can't. I have a hard time justifying voting for it. Multiverses seems to be the one where I'm like, this is good. They actually like. I actually prefer playing 2v2 rather than 1v1 in Multiverses. I actually can't believe they did that. I'm really impressed that they managed to make the 2v2 format work for Multiverses. That impresses me a lot. I'm gonna give Multiverses a bone here. I'm gonna give it to Multiverses. Nah, I do like the other two. This is a very close choice. This is a very close choice for me. Content Creator of the Year. Do I even know any of these fucking people? No. Oh, I know Ludwig. Alright, I'll give it to you, Ludwig, because I know you. Congratulations. Default. Default! Base Debut Indie. Give it to Neon White again, baby. I like Neon White a lot. I think it deserves recognition. Best Adaptation. Fuck, I never watched Alright, I'm gonna confess a crime. I never watched Cyberpunk Edge Runners. I've been meaning to, and honestly, I kind of keep forgetting. I need to, and I think I will. My automatic choice is going to be Arcane. I really liked Arcane, and I actually do like the lore of League of Legends a lot. And I feel like this is a quintessential example of how to handle an IP and turn it into a show, and while respecting it. Also, LOL, the Halo show, is not in this category. That's fucking funny, especially considering Uncharted is here, and that movie was dog shit. The Halo show was really bad. The most anticipated game. Oh boy. Okay, so I got a couple thoughts here. I'm excited for Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. That might be the one I vote for. Starfield's a close second, but when it comes to Bethesda games, Zelda is no question about it. There is probably going to be my primary choice. Starfield is interesting, but it's a Bethesda game, and I don't fucking trust Todd Howard. Also, what's up, Victus? What's going on, man? Happy Turkey Day Eve. Yeah, we're just voting here. Okay, Hogwarts Legacy. Barring what's her face and her anti-trans fucking dumbass, this game looks extremely interesting, and from what I've seen of the game, like objectively, looks pretty damn good. I'm actually very interested in this game. Despite J.K. Rowling. Let's just forget about that. There's a huge blemish on this series, I swear to God, man. But fucking Legend of fucking Zelda here. I've never been a huge Final Fantasy fan, so I'm not like, you know, I don't really have a bone in that race. Resident Evil 4, I'm pretty excited about that, but it's just a remake, so you know. Ultimately, Legend of Zelda. Hogwarts, close second. I like it. It is very interesting, and like it looks like a very well made game. Like whoever the devs making Hogwarts Legacy seem like they really care about this game. I just want to point that out, which makes sense. You know, there's a lot of like Harry Potter fans out there, and so I imagine finding passionate developers is not a hard thing to do for this kind of game. Anyway, next category. Best esports game. Well, I never watched Dota 2. I do have a history with League of Legends. I don't play it anymore, but when I did play it, the LCS was fucking hype, man. I gotta admit, it was really hype. Counter-Strike's fun for the memes, but I don't really watch it that much. I fucking definitely don't watch Valorant. So really, it's between Rocket League and League. LOL had Lil Nas X this year. Yeah, everybody's got celebrities, though. I'm trying to be objective. I'm gonna be honest, I haven't watched any esports this fucking year. So, you know, I don't know. I don't know what to vote for here. I feel like I don't really have a bone in this race. I almost want to just click Rocket League just because Moist Critical has a team on this and not this. So by extension, I have seen more Rocket League this year than League of Legends. That's the logic I'm gonna go with, because I don't have a bone in this particular race. I need to watch esports again, man. Watching esports is hype. Really should do that. We should do an esports stream one day. Maybe I'll get back into watching League, because watching League is much funner than playing it, I think. Best esports athlete. Oh, here we go about this. Here we go again. Don't have... The only people I know are Faker and Chovy over here. These are the only two I know. Carries Faker, carries every team. Has that not changed? Faker has not fallen off. All right, we'll give it to my man Faker. Dope to see he's still popping off. Best esports team. I don't fucking know, man. Is this the team that Faker's on right now? Lil Nas X called him the best LoL player in the world, and Faker says, yes, thank you. That's a chat answer. It's because he already knows. He already knows how good he is. Dude, the man's been on in the zone for like years now. I mean, I don't know any of these other teams. The only other team I know is FaZe Clan, and that's just because they're a massive meme. Like, FaZe Clan is just a meme to me. They don't really, like, it's just funny beyond that, like, you know. Okay, next category. Best esports coach. Here we go. Okay, I don't know anything about this. I'm gonna be consistent and pick the Gen G coach. I don't. Best esports event. Oh, Evo, for sure. I like Evo. I love Evo. Yeah, no question about that. Evo 2022. I just like I wait like that is esports I will watch, and I still watch is fighting game esports, because that shit is always hype no matter what. Easy pick for me. Okay. Dank. That's our votes.